and welcome back to the main channel. Today we're talking about the future of Doctor Who. Now the future of Doctor Who, in my opinion, is bright, bright, bright. So I've got a feeling that it may have a few years off eventually, because I don't think everything can last ongoing. Eventually, I mean, when I say a few years off, I mean like for like its 90th anniversary, it'll probably not air for a year like it sometimes does. And I don't think Russell will still be in charge by that point. I don't think, because I don't think Russell will hang around uh, to the 90th anniversary. But I think he'll still be. I think he'll still be here by the 68th or 67th anniversary. I think he'll be around for a good few years. I think Ncuti will leave us after Series 18 because he wants to fight Dalek, so I think he'll hang around until he's had that chance. So I think Series 18 will see him departure, and he'll probably then be like the second longest Doctor or whatever. So because he wants that milestone, I think. And then I'll be honest, I agree with him that having that milestone will help help certify his legacy, because at the moment I think he's got more negative press around him than Jodie did, because not because of him, it's just because the way his series is going, airing wise. So Jodie Whittaker had bad press because people thought the writing wasn't good. People thought there was bits that weren't good about it, which is fair enough. You're allowed to have your own opinion. I personally really liked all of them. I think Rosa is one of the best Jodie Whittaker episodes. But Pound the Doctor then trumped it, so you can't do much about it. But I think with Ncuti, the negative press isn't around the episodes, right? It isn't around him as an actor. It's not around anything to do with that. I think the negativity might be around the fact that in the UK it's airing at midnight. I think that's where shooting negativity comes from. Is because people are frustrated and annoyed that is the case. Now I sort of see. I'm on the fence with it, right? On one hand, I think it's a stupid idea and just a waste of time, and on the other hand, I think it means that I get the review out early on, but it does mean that people that can't stay up that long because they're tired or whatever don't get to see Doctor Who. So I don't know. Other people might have family members that they watch it with that they might not be able to stay awake watching it because of the time it is. And I think that just alienates people, right? Because if you're in my shoes, you sort of need to get your review out as soon as possible, so that when you're doing it for the, even though I don't care about the numbers, it's just if you actually want people to see it, at least if you get out early enough, it means that people will see it and are more likely to watch it because there's enough, what's the word, enough time with it. But I feel like that what might let down Ncuti Cat Was Zero full stop is if Christmas Day is on at midnight, right? If Christmas Day is midnight, then that in itself will ruin. I think that will just destroy Ncuti Zero, and it's nothing to do with him, nothing to do with Millie Gibson, nothing to do with any companion, nothing to do with the way the episode is filmed, edited, nothing to do with the actual thing, it's just the way it's scheduled. It comes out midnight on BBC iPlayer. I think that the iPlayer viewings might be in their minimum. What I mean by that is that less people might watch it, because I know that Christmas Day viewing for Doctor Who is crucial. We haven't had Doctor Who on Christmas Day since, well, obviously the Church of Ruby Road, but I think, actually, I'll be really honest, I think the Church of Ruby Road was the last Doctor Who episode I actually saw with more than one other family member. So, it's like, that's not great, though. Doctor Who is for families. And if we're alienating families because we're putting it out at midnight, then it's like, well, and that's the issue, man. If we lived in a world where there was no social media, midnight would be fine, right? No one would care, because people wouldn't have to watch it at midnight because they would get spoiled, if you get me. So I think the future of Doctor Who is looking bleak if we keep it at midnight, but he's looking amazing, happy and glorious if we keep it at 6:30 to 6:30. Christmas Day has to not air at midnight this year, or else that's just going to alienate like millions of people. What else? Well, because Christmas Day needs to be Doctor Who, Wallace and Gromit, Outnumbered, Gavin and Stacey, your Strictly Christmas specials, your regular things. But we need to not go, oh, why was Doctor Who the lowest viewing figures ever this year? Oh, we're going to have to stop airing it at Christmas. It's because it's the highest ever on the iPlayer at midnight, because people were just watching it at midnight. What we need to do to help save the future of Doctor Who is one thing and one thing only. Get rid of iPlayer. What I mean by that is, if we all stop watching it at midnight at Christmas, if no one watches it at midnight at Christmas and only watch it live, then it's the highest viewing figures since Church on Ruby Road, then that will prove the point that we will be watching it. That will prove the point that iPlayer will have the lowest viewing figures ever since the first episode of Series 14. And I think that will just show the BBC bosses that it's not worked. Because I don't care if America wants to watch it at the same time. Just choose a time that works for us, right? That also matches them. Midnight doesn't work for us because it's 7 PM over there. It makes no sense, and it will harm the future of Doctor Who here in the UK anyway. So, if we want to save Doctor Who, we have to stop airing it at midnight. Thank you guys for watching. Time of tomorrow. Bye! But other than that, the future of Doctor Who is bright, bright, bright. I can't wait to see what happens next. Time on tomorrow. Bye!
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.